There comes a time in every man's life where man must go number two. Roll that intro. Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, coming back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dealing with a different deck every single day. And today, it's day number 49. We are one day away from the halfway mark of the season. And we're taking a look at a very casual-minded sort of suggestion for a deck. But it's got one with a lot of different things it can do. We're taking a look at Rank 2 Dark Monster Exceeds Turbo Out in Thingans. That's a title. There's the name of a deck. So, that's the idea of this deck. We have a lot of level 2 dark monsters. We got a whole bunch of rank 2 dark exceeds monsters, and we're gonna be trying to summon them out and do various things with them. But we got battle effects, things like number 96. We got negating of effects with things like Gin Buster, and we have the potential to OTK with the High Manipulator of Chaos. Basically, we're just trying to bring out these big dudes. These, well, not even big. They're little tiny boys with a big old punch, big old hearts. And we're going to be summoning out these Exceeds monsters, using their effects, trying to gain the advantage over our opponent. Like I said, very casual sort of deck, but it's got some nice text to it, because if you didn't know, sprites happen to have some dark level 2s, and they work with the level 2s as well. So we got ourselves our deck here today, thanks to Mr. Levi's Stories, who wanted us to take a look at some good rank 2 action. So we're going to go into yugioh Pro, we're going to show off this deck, show you the combos and the wombos, the what do's, the what not do's, and have ourselves a good old time. And if you want the deck list, it'll be at the end of the episode. But for now, let's hit on into it and show off what this baby can do. That's all the sprite. That's pretty much all of it. I mean, I have one other sprite monster, but that's a hand trap for later. For now, though, what does this do? This card battles. Neither can be destroyed by that so I can't destroy you in battle. Luckily, I have a 1 out to that. So we're going to go ahead and make our Sky Cavalry Centauria. He can just bounce this. I mean, he'll still get Momoko off. He'll still get to draw and stuff, but yeah, no, it's what you do. Let me think. What else do I want to use? I'm going to summon out Gin Buster. No, I only have the one Gin Buster. I'm going to have to go for all damage here. Let's go make Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. Look at him. He's ready to demolish. Alright, so that is what we're going to do. You know, that's what we do with this deck. We just make a bunch of nice rank 2 Exceeds monsters. Well, that's not good. That is unfortunate. I did not have any protection for that. Well, shoot dang. Alright. Okay. Unfortunate, but that happens sometimes. We'll just set Dionysius and pass. You know, that unfortunate. But we can live with that. I mean, I only need to get, like, the sprites going a little bit more. Man, I thought my opponent and me were on the same way. Okay, never mind. We are on the same way. Like, he's got King Caballo. King Caballo! Love King Caballo. He's cool. Alright, so we have 1 star, another star. That's the level 1 monster. Eater of Millions! Alright. I can't really say no to Eater of Millions. I mean, he's just the guy. He's just the dude doing his job. But this does give me an idea of what I should be exceeding into. All I need to do is get, like, my rank up spells. And then I can really do some damage. So what is this doing? Draw 2 cards instead of 1 for your normal draw during the next turn. Okay. So, okay. That is how that goes. That is how that goes. I really need another. Well, I really need my rank up spell. That's the most important thing right now. If I can get that, I think I can still do it, although the potential for more dogmatical punishment is potential. It is a very potential. Alright, let's go for our Sprite starter. And we're going to get Sprite the blue. Sprite from the blue. I'll lose some life points. Don't really need them. All that really matters is I get out, like, Sprite starter, blue, the jet, and the third, I kind of don't want to use pixies. But then again, I might need to use that. Let's see here. The problem is this can't be beaten in battle. So, actually, wait, does he have darks in the grave? He does not. Okay. Gonna set that face there, and You know what? I'm just going to end my turn for now. We'll see where this goes. We'll see where it goes. I'm more curious as to what my opponent's up to. I mean, if this is the extent of his battle power of, like, Mokomoko and King Caballo, I guess this is some sort of weird draw deck. But that's also kind of neat, too. But yeah, Eater o Millones, as one would expect. He's here to eat the millions. Altergeist. Okay, hold on. Attacks directly. This card inflicts damage. Draw one card. Okay, so this is just a weird draw. You know what? It's fine. With what most people consider casual on EDO Pro these days, like freaking casters are in casual. I'm actually okay with this. So, I kind of need my stuff. I apologize. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Eater of Millions. I kind of don't want that thing around if I can help it. Granted, I could have kept that for, you know, Mokomoko. Might have been a smarter move, but I'll make it work somehow. We have other options. We have options to get around this thing. Not a lot of them, but we have them. All right, so Mokomoko is going to flip himself face up. And, okay, well, that's how it goes, you know. This is okay. I'm fine. Okay, that's actually probably helpful for me. Draw me another card, please. I'll deal with that. You know, that's fine. That works. That works. That works just fine. That works just fine. Again, all I'm really worried about is the fact that I need very specific things to get around a monster that can't be beaten in battle. Either player can destroy that monster in a battle, you say. Alright. Special summon Sprite Blue number 2. Wish I had another Centauria right now, but I don't. Hindsight, what can I say? Let's summon out Sprite Jet. Let's get all the sprites together. And is there anything else I want to make here? I could make Dark Mist. That's kind of a waste, though. I could also make the Manipulator. So I can make a lot of things. Fuzzy, funny. Alright, many times. Funny how that happens. Indeed, it is funny how that happens sometimes. I was going to just summon out our Sprite Jet. You know what? I'm just going to keep it nice and simple here. Summon out more things. And I could summon Avermax, but I feel like that's kind of cheating at this point. Then again, I do want to win. I have no other option. As much as I don't want to do this, it's like if I don't do this, I just kind of lose. I don't want to do it. But the cards, they demand it. So if he's going to hit me with... Okay, he didn't hit me with that. Good. I was worried he was going to hit me with Dogmatic Punishment again. And so now we have Avermax. I didn't want to go to Avermax this episode, to be honest. I wanted this to be all about number 96 and all those guys. And it still will be to some extent. But, you know, I probably should have... I should have gone for Droplet, just negated that. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait. Well, I put you in defense. My foolishness has fooled me. Man, this guy, he's got me on the wrong foot. I gotta get on the right foot. I can't level 2s have a cool draw engine like Mokomoko. That's what I want to know. What is this guy trying to build into? That's what I'm really curious about. I don't think this is Exodia, although potential is there. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and discard Fork. I don't need Fork. Now. Uh-oh. I want to see the boss monster. Is he just gonna summon Avermax too? I hope that's not the case. I don't want this to just be like, oh, we were both trying to make Avermax this whole time. No, this is Dystopia the Despondent. That's what this is. There he is. There's Dystopia. Okay, that makes a problem. Let's see. But I only need 2 monsters. Or 1 monster. Any 1 monster I can summon, especially, would be great right now. I would really love the knife. The knife would be perfect because I have a Malicevorous set up. Alright, what do we have? That does not help me at all. No, it does not. Let me think. That'd be 4,000. Let me think. I could summon out Malicevorous Spoon. I think I've lost this one, but, you know, we'll go whole hog into it and see where this goes. I've got the Spoon. What do you have? This only protects itself in the battle phase. See. My aim. Oh, I see. I see indeed. Alright, well, special summon our Spright Pixies. Pixies is a really good card if we can maintain monsters on the board. He's our hand trap. He basically just makes it so our monsters get really huge. Let me think. I mean, I could just make Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. What else does this do? Like, it can't be destroyed by battle, I see. Alright, well, I didn't want to do this, but my opponent has forced my hand. I summoned forth the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. And we're just going to use his effect, patching material, making this thing's attack Zippo. And his effects will be negated. Provided that this works, I'll at least be able to get rid of Dystopia the Despondent. Which, you know, is something. That automatic punishment! It's brutal! Absolutely brutal. I mean, my opponent, he's like complaining that I've got mother flipping sprites. This guy's got punishment for days. Alright, well, unfortunately, this first duel is a loss. Not for want of trying. We were going for it. We had everything going right for us. My opponent has too many traps. Too many. I prepared for the traps to a degree. I've got things to get rid of traps, but he had so many. So, unfortunately, this first duel is a loss. But I hope you guys at least get the idea of what we're trying to do with this deck. We're just trying to, you know, have a nice casual time like this guy's trying to have. And, you know, make some rank 2 exceed. So let's go for duel number 2. To hopefully show off what this deck is truly trying to do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. But this time without winning would be nice. I don't want to just lose today. Like I said, it's hard with this deck to do it in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a... The term casual is such a weird thing in this game nowadays. But this hand's pretty good. I've got blue, I've got the Fallen of Argios, and I've got Calico Clawcrow. Or not. Alright, actual second opponent. Hopefully not against the same player, because screw it. Okay, that's probably the same dude. Oddly enough, same hand. More or less the same bloody hand. You gonna misclick again, brother? Or are you just gonna do something silly? Okay, Hieratic Dragons and Sword-Souls. Sword-Souls. Okay, I guess that's okay. Whatever. You make a Sword-Soul. At least make it interesting for me if you would prefer. This is the weirdest looking dragon I've ever seen. Such a weird looking dude. What should... Oh, right. Labrador is he's a tuner. Okay. This is fine. All I really need to do is this only negates monster effects. So I'm pretty, unless this is some negation, which it more than likely is, should be okay. Let's go ahead and activate Zexal Construct. I reveal one of the cards in my hand that I'm not going to need, because I'm only going to need one of these, and I get to add a rank up spell, and then that card goes back into the deck. It's a very nice card. And now that we've got all that going, let's see. Normal summon, special summon. Yeah, we'll summon out the Calico Clawcrow. Ooh, he's a crow. We're going to special summon Spright Jet. We will not use his effect because I'd rather have monsters on the board. And we'll summon out Spright Blue because we need monsters on the board. Again, so now that we've done all of that, what are we going to make? That's the big question. I don't have Opti Camouflage Armor. So I think we're going to go with the old standby. We're going to make number 96, the Dark Mist. Very nice monster. We're going to activate our rank up Numeron Force. This will allow us to rank up our boy. Let's see. Super Casual makes sprites. Well, Super Casual plays Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. There's your answer to that. Okay, so now that we've made our Shadow Mist, or Dark Storm as he is now called, we're going to attack into the Crystal Dragon. And I can use my boy's effect. I am going to, if the button will allow me, I'm going to detach a material. And my monster's going to gain all this dude's attack points forever. A boom Wakachu. Alright. And because of my Numeron Force, this is negated forever. Everything that was face up when I played it is going to be just negated. It's pretty nice. The only problem right now is that Darkstorm is totally vulnerable to, like, everything in the world. But we'll see where this goes. Swordsoul, Sacred, something. I mean, is Sprites any less casual than freaking Swordsouls? What's the question? I don't know. The point is, what are we up against? SP, little boy. Gosh dang it. Well, at least I got to see the boss do something. Okay. Alright, so my opponent takes his... Well, the game's not over yet. What am I talking about? He can't attack. He can't directly attack us. Alright, let me think about this. What are mine options? Let's normal summon Caligo Clawcrow and special summon the hand trap I was going to use, but now is completely irrelevant. Good old Sprite Pixies. Very cool, dude. Let's see. What do we want to make here? I wish you were just a little bit bigger. You're not big enough. You're probably the answer here. Sky Cavalry Centuria. We're just going to beat over this thing, because this only does anything if my opponent activates an effect. Or I activate an effect, I should say. And I don't need to do that. So we're just going to attack into it. We'll see what my opponent can do now. You know, thing is, he has Sword Souls. Granted, it's a slightly beefier version of Thord. Ooh, hello. Do I have a single Malicevorous in my graveyard right now? I don't. Damn it. That would have been really good. That would have been super good. But I don't. That's the nice thing about the Malicevorous line is such a weirdly underdone archetype. Not even an archetype. It is an archetype, I suppose. I don't know why it's an archetype, but it is. And you know what? Screw you. Double A Zeus. Your move, bro. Your move. All right. This is what you get for rage quitting the first duel when I had everything. So there you go. We get a clean-ish win. We got to show off at least one of our big dark monsters. So that's the idea of this deck, and that's what I'm happy about. We got to show off what we're trying to do, despite my opponents being mildly toxic. Not even that toxic, just kind of like questioning my... Listen, I'm not doing all the sprites. It's just the sum. That's how it is. So let's go for another duel. We got time for... These are going relatively quick. Let's go one or two more. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go for duel 3. Alrighty, everybody. The third opponent. The fighting third. Last chance at romance. I think we just got time for one more. And ooh, baby. That could work. That could work quite well. I can do the ultimate combo. We'll see if it works. We'll see. We'll see if it works. I mean, we're up against Lyralusc. It's not a great opponent for this. I really want to do this combo that's really cool with this deck. Potential OTK if you didn't know, but I don't know if I can do that against the Burb. If he just summons, you know, what's-her-face, you know, good old what's-her-face, then that could be a problem. We'll see how it goes. But I can at least show it off. Actually, I was about to say, Overfiend might also be a good option here. That is true. That is an option. We'll see what my opponent does, though. But, this is the nice thing about this deck, is we have options for different things. You know, Shadow Mist, he's my favorite one of the bunch of these rank 2s to rank up into a rank 3. But they all do something. What are we up against? Is that Appaloosa the Bruiser? That's not... I mean, it depends on what we draw into, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Matinks? I could do other things? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make Foolish Burial, because that's what we always start with. We're going to go ahead and send the Spoon. You know, there's a Spoon. This doesn't destroy things, so let's go for a Malicevorous Knife and see where this goes. You know, I want to get back the Spoon with a knife. We'll see what my opponent does. Maybe he'll stop this, maybe he won't. If he doesn't, well, he's golden. Because we should be able to, barring this being something ridiculous, should be able to potentially OTK here. But again, it depends on what that set card is. It could be a many different things. So we're going to go ahead and summon forth a Leshbug. This is the Manipulator of Souls. Go ahead, negate it. I dare you. Go ahead, imperm me. I want to see you do it. Okay, he does not negate that. Cool. Let's go ahead. Activate Rank Up Magic Numeron Force, baby. Just negate Appaloosa the Bruiser. Rank this up into bigger monster. We're going to summon out the High Manipulator of Koas. It's going to be a very quick third duel. So now we're going to use the Manipulator's effect. This is the part where I'm probably going to get negated, but, you know, that's what it is. I'm at least trying to do this. summon out a token. It's going to be a level 1. It's going to be equal to half of his attack. And because of this thing, my token can attack twice. And that's where the Opti camouflage. There it is. I knew it was somewhere, but I had to give it a shot. All right. Well, if you're going to be Nancy about it, I'm going to attack into you. Nobody will get destroyed. But, you know, you could have gone out cleanly. You could have had mercy. But there will be no mercy. Not for you. Not for you. No, you ruined the potential for our very cool OTK. Way better than the other OTK that this deck does. You know, like the Manipulator's Souls has a thing where you gain like a ton of life points and then it does burn damage. Essentially, is what the usual 43 OTK is. But this is a cooler one, and it would have worked too if it wasn't for those meddling birds and their chicken breasts. What am I doing? What is the humor? Is that even funny? I don't think it is. What is this? Oh. Oh, I don't even get to respond to that? Damn. Oh, right. Neither player can activate possible. Yeah, that's literally the perfect counter to my boy. All right. What else do we have? That's an interesting one. I don't have another high manipulator of souls. That would have been pretty useful. I guess I'll have to end my turn and hope the best. Gosh, the one unironic thing to out my bird, or to out my Obole Zeus, is the guy who's literally his nemesis. Literally his nemesis. So Tri-Brigade Lyralusc. It was so close to having a nice, cool way to end this episode. But some people allow you to do cool stuff on yugioh Pro, and a lot of them will not. Okay, at least we can see a gladiator beast. Is that game 40? Yeah, that's gonna be game just barely, but that is gonna be game. Hot dang. Well, unfortunate that. I guess I should have Monster Born after all. Well, you know, we got time for one more. I don't care about the score today. I want to try that one more time. Let's roll it back one more time. We almost had the super cool OTK, but unfortunately we don't. So let's go one more go. Try to get that OTK, or if not that, at least go for like Overfiend or any of the other boys we have waiting in the wing. Alrighty, everybody, the fourth and final duel, the last chance at romance. And we're going first, and I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I can make Overfiend. That's an option. I mean, at least I get to do that. I mean, like, we'll get to see the triumvirate of all the dudes. Even if they work or not, doesn't matter to me. We got to do all the dudes, and I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead for Spright Jet. Get our Spright. This way I can get my hand trap, too. I can get my nice little hand trappy. So, yeah. Go for Spright Starter. Are we going to get Ash? If I get Ash, it's fine, too. I don't really need to do the Spright Pixels. I just want to have it so I can say, hey, I have it. So we'll go for Spright Blue. We'll get Spright Pixies. And let's go ahead and make Gin Buster. Hello. Where's my boy? There's my boy. There's that dude. Let's summon out Gin Buster. And let's see. If he's not going to have monster effects anyway, I'm going to activate Zexal Construct here. Let's go ahead and reveal Droplet, because I'm not going to need it. Barring horrible, horrible things happening, I'm just gonna go for it. Like I said, this is one of those casual that you just kind of go for it. And I just remembered, I can't summon the high-level monsters right now. Whoopsie. It's fine. I can do it next turn. Sometimes I forget with the sprites that they lock you out of higher-leveled monsters for a turn. But that is what it is. What does it do? And an Ancient Gear Golem, you say. All right. I'm actually going to wait on that one, because I can just negate that with Gin Buster. That's kind of what he does. You detach 2 materials from him, like 500 damage to your opponent, negate that thing's effect. That's how it goes. So I can work around a gear frame. That's what I'm trying to say. I can work around this gear frame. I can work around like other stuff, barring Chaos Giant. So we'll see where this goes. Ancient Gear Tank. Okay. I like the old school tech. I really do. Let's see. Attack and defense of the monster's attack and defense. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree, Bob. So let's go ahead and use Spright Pixies. My monster gains attack equal to his attack until the end of the turn. How about Chumba? Now, granted, I will take 600 burn, but I don't really care. All right, that'll work for me. I mean, granted, I don't have my pixies. Don't worry. I don't have my pixies, but I don't care because I'm gonna go for the Overfiend, baby. All right. So, barring, however, whatever you want to say about this deck, we've summoned all 3 of our dudes today, and for that, I'm glad. You know, we've got our Overfiend. He can't use any monster effects on board, which is nice. And I was gonna make Centauria because it's just generically a decent card. And let's go for broke. Let's just go for damage. That's what this deck wants to do. Exceed and do damage. You know, Shadow Mist, he got to do some battle. Our Overfiend is going to do his battle. It sucks that the High Manipulator didn't get to do his thing, but, you know, everyone and their mother plays in permanence nowadays, so what can you do? I'm not even going to make Double A Zeus because I don't want to sully the moment. I'm just going to leave these boys on the board, and we're going to see where this goes. What is this? Ancient Gear's Advance. Ancient Gear, Spell Trap, Ancient Gear Fusion. Oh, no, that could be bad. Because if he makes Chaos Giant, I think I just lose, because that doesn't need to activate an effect. So I think... Oh, boy, there he is. There he is! Yeah, he's unaffected by Spell Trap, so I can't even use Canadia on that thing. I would love to, but it doesn't do anything. Even if I wanted to do that, it won't work. So, unfortunate that, but... this is unaffected. Opponent monsters can activate their effects during the battle phase. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't do that part. Wait, hold on 1 second. I don't have Dynamicious in the grave, do I? I wouldn't want to do that anyway, because that wouldn't work. Well, let's see. Most monsters can activate their effects during the battle phase, and I can't be destroyed by battle while I have a material. Let's see. During the battle phase. What? Oh! Summon an ancient gear from the hand except for itself. Summon one from the grave instead. Okay. Why did you do that? I guess he really wanted to... I guess he can just bring back Giant or something. Can he? Yes, he can. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I will have to go for Double A Zeus after all. I didn't want to do that, but... I mean, he's putting this thing on the board. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do if we're going to make that big old thing? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't bounce it with Centauria or anything. That's the problem. I can't even use Sprite Star. Well, I get Pixies. I could get Pixies. I could get... Jet, what's your attack again? No, I can't get Jet. I can get No, I can't even get Pixies. So that's literally just a dead card. Let us go into Senior battle phase. What does this do? I don't think that does anything else, so let's just attack into it. And unless I'm mistaken as to what these things are doing, I'm thinking Misa maybe gonna win, maybe possible. Depends on whether this works or not. We'll find out. I mean, I have double Sky Thunder, so there you go. There he is. There's the dude. Let's just send everything to the graveyard. I'll set a card to spook him because I'm never going to play this. But we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. You know, I just need to get some more monsters going. And my opponent surrenders. All right. I guess that'll work for me today. I mean, we got to do a little bit of everything. Not everything worked, but we got to do a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead for the end screen. Alrighty, everybody. So rank 2 Darkness. We're gonna say that's a 2-0. That's a 2-2. That's a 2-2 right there. We got to do a lot of what this deck wants to do. Not everything got to go all the way through. Unfortunately, that's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. Casual player, the actual people doing actual semi-casual things, they're not allowed no more. But you know, we got to do a lot of what we wanted to do. You know, Dark Storm. I keep calling him Dark Mist. Dark Storm. He got to do his thing. He got to do the battling. That's good. High Manipulator got on the field. Unfortunately, he got imperm, but he was within an inch. He was in an inch of getting off the OTK. So I'm happy with that. And, you know, who else? Overfiend was on the board, so he got to do his thing for at least a little bit. So we got to do most of what this deck does. We did have to dip into Sky Thunder a little bit, which I'm a little upset about, but what can you do? Sometimes you have to do that. It's like a backup plan, but sometimes you have to go for plan D. So, good on us. We got to show off this deck. We got to show off a lot what this does. I wish I could have done the OTK, but whatever, doesn't matter. Because we had ourselves a good old time. I hope you all did. I did. It's a nice, fun deck. You know, it's nice to take a meta deck sort of thing like sprites have been in the past and use them for good. Because isn't this the face of good? I'd say it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smack the like button if you did enjoy it. And real quick, the deck list, and then we'll talk about day 50. So, for the main deck today, pretty straightforward. 3 copies each of Sprites Pixie, Jet, and Blue. We have 2 Calico Claw Crows, 2 copies of the Fallen of Argios, 2 copies each of the Malicevorous, being Knife, Fork, and Spoon, and triple Astral Karibo. We have things like Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 rank up Magic Barian Force, 1 rank up Magic Numeron's Force, 2 copies of Zexal Construct, Card Destruction, Foolish Barrel of Monster Born for, you know, dead hands, getting things in the grave for Spork. Where is Malicevorous Spork anyway? That's the next monster. And yeah, Monster Born to combo with that. 2 copies of Sprite Starter for just getting out the sprites. Triple Droplet for just a generic sort of negate sort of thing that we can hopefully save our butts with. 1 Opti Camouflage Armor for that OTK. 2 Dynamicious because it's a level 2 monster that comes back and it can also banish stuff. And same thing with Canadia, but it flips things face down. For the extra deck, we have things like Masquerena, Gloomy, and Avermax as an alternative go for boss monsterhood. We have Manipulator of Souls, who we really just using to, you know, go into the high Manipulator of Chaos, but if we have a number in the graveyard, it can become a defensive wall if nothing else, and if my opponent makes me gain life for whatever weird reason, it can become big. We also have 2 copies of Dart Mist as our main beat stick monster, can, you know, absorb half the power of any monster permanently. We also have Gin Buster at 1, which can negate, which is more often for Overfiend, but, you know, the drill. We have the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin for a targeted negate and return monster to 0. We have 1 Sancheria, because it can't be destroyed by battle and can bounce things. We have Crumblojos, the Prophet of Demolition, because he's a really cool dude who can target and negate things while he's on the board. We have the Manipulator of Chaos, as said before. He's an OTK machine. We have Dark Storm at 2, because he allows my Dark Mist to... Well, he allows my monsters to do lots and lots of damage and absorb even more attack points. Overfiend just negates every monster my opponent controls. And then Double Zeus is our alternate win sort of thing. He's our backup boy. As for the side deck, I considered more Paleos because they do all count as, you know, level 2 monsters when they come back. So that's an idea if you want to, you know, go a different route. But you got to remember these are all water monsters, so it can make certain monsters, but it can't make other monsters. There's also things like Fleurette de Fleur, which is basically monster born in form of going for level 2 monsters. So you do want more graveyard support, there's that. And then there's also, if you want to go the Paleo route, more Paleos. There's also Spiriting Away Onibarumu, but I didn't use that one. So hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun today. Tomorrow's deck, day number 50. I think it's pretty much done, so I'll just let you know. We're playing Elemental Heroes, the classic version. We're playing classic Elemental Heroes rather than new heroes. We're going to be going for, like, you know, old school fusion, not this guy, old school fusion monsters. Just having a nice fun time. And another casual deck, but it's going to be one we're going to enjoy. So, thanks for watching. Your boy Memphis is going to be signing out. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with more Yu-Gi-Oh! But for now, y'all stay safe, y'all stay happy, and you have a good one. I'll see you then.